Okay, today's going to feel like we're kind of on a teeter-totter. There's this push and pull within us. Okay, one part of us is yearning for comfort, connection, and the other side seeks independence and passion, and maybe even a little bit of risk-taking and spontaneity. So this is a time when we have some conflicting desires within our heart, and they get strong and they get loud, and they urge us to seek the clarity around love, around intimacy, around personal fulfillment. So it's not going to be unusual to feel like your relationship needs are at odds with your goals during this time, or that your long held priorities suddenly, they're clouded in doubt. So our inner questions may revolve around how we can be both vulnerable, strong, loving, and yet kind of self-sufficient. That we've got this under control, that we can handle it, that nothing is burdening us to the point where we don't feel like we can go forward, that we have strength in all areas of our life. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. You guys absolutely rock. You already know that, right? Welcome to your daily focus, November the 14th, 2024. So we have the 14 energy today. And the 14 energy is about making ourselves a stronger person, more in balance, being authentic. And what does it take for us to really feel like we can be authentic in any situation? That we can be strong in any situation, and it takes going through life's lessons. It's going through those schoolyard things where we learned not to say this, or we did that, or we couldn't act this way, or we couldn't act that way, or we got in trouble for this, or people didn't like us for that, and we kind of curbed who we were in order to fit the mold that people were expecting of us. And so the 14 is asking us to regain, take back that power, and to forge yourself into a person of strength, a person of confidence, a person of integrity, commitment. Now, 1 + 4 is a 5 energy, and that is all about the giggles and the laughters and the dancing in the street and the joys, getting creative, allowing your inner expression to flow, allowing in a little bit of romance. It's kind of like the soft, beautiful, soft, beautiful energy around us. Now, if we look at the daily numerology, we would have an 11 plus a 5 plus an 8, and that gives us a 24. That's very much a love energy, the 24. And it's about working together. It's about building a solid foundation together, deepening the bonds within our relationships, strengthening them, growing them. Sun is in Scorpio, Moon is in Taurus, and Venus and Mars are having a conversation in the sky today, and it's all about navigating that push and pull, okay, between your desires and priorities. So it's not about being perfectly aligned. Rather, it's learning how to dance through differences, embracing the tension, and we're going to embrace that tension to find a deeper, more flexible kind of connection. So under this energy, we're being asked to consider focusing on areas of our life where attraction or personal goals may seem at odds with our practical choices, our values. So we need to take an intentional approach to understanding our true motivations. Okay, so we need to practice patience with ourselves, with others, especially when it comes to love, when it comes to ambition. Reflection, clear communication, that'll help to ease the tension as well. it's so kind of hard to describe this energy. Okay, let's say there's this couple. Let's say they're Tom and Lisa, okay? And Tom gets home earlier in the day and he's had his time to relax and let go. And when his wife Lisa comes home, or partner Lisa comes home, she's been trying to get that promotion. She's all stressed out. She needs to just go into her own little hole and just let go and change gears, so to speak. So she needs that quiet time to herself. And so Tom hears the front door opening and Tom's right in her face because he wants to spend time with her and he's talking to her, and all Lisa can feel is him right here in her face. And so Lisa's pushing back, and now she's angry because the shoes are crooked and the coat isn't hung up and there's magazines on the table again all over the place. What about that dirty cup? Are you going to take it to the kitchen? And so instead of Lisa being able to unwind, she attacks. So Tom's feeling like every time he approaches her in a soft and sensual way, she's saying no. Okay, and she's thinking, I just need time to unwind. So Lisa decides the next day to ask Tom to go for a walk in the park. And instead of bringing up the usual, I come home and this, that, and the other thing, and instead they start talking about their true feelings to each other. And Tom says, I feel like you're really pulling back from me these days. And Lisa starts talking about her job and how overwhelming it is right now, trying to do the extra work to get that promotion. And she just needs, when she gets home, to just have quiet, to let her go into her cave, into her she shed, and just, let go of that pressure. And so together now, they can say, okay, well, Tom's good with waiting. He can prepare supper and everything. And you go and you unwind, have a bubble bath, do whatever you need, meditate, put on some soft music, switch gears, and I'm waiting for you when you're ready. So it's kind of like that energy. We have to really see what is really the underlying issues in our life of why we feel stuck, or why we feel burdened, or why we feel tension, or why we see obstacles. And then together, if it's in a relationship, and because Venus is here, it probably is within our relationships. It could be about our money, okay? It could be looking at our money with a whole new set of glasses on and understanding it in a very profound way of why we spend, or spend too much or spend too little, or how we get our money to work for us, or how we save, or how we're too spontaneous, or how we're too rigid with our money. So it could be something along the lines, but I'm thinking it's more about our relationships, okay? We don't want bandages to fix something, okay? We want to define, and then we want to be aware of our truest needs, our truest wants. So Lisa really wanted that quiet time. Tom wanted the affection. And so they were butting heads instead of saying what they really needed, what they really desired. And sometimes you don't know what that is. Sometimes Lisa's going so busy and so crazy, she's not thinking she needs time to relax, time to change gears. She's thinking of all the things that needs to be done. She's going through her to-do list when she's coming through that door. And Tom, well, he's bored. He wants someone to talk to at this point. He's been home for a couple of hours. He's gotten some things done, and now he wants communication. He doesn't think of anything other than that, right? He doesn't think that maybe she needs to unwind. She doesn't even think it. So, and she's just thinking that Tom's just, right in her face. And so Tom's feeling that rejection. So we read it how we can see it, and we're trying to define it. And once we truly define it, and maybe it comes through open communication with another today. Maybe that is our action of having those talks, maybe even seemingly with ourselves. Okay, reflect on your current relationships. Reflect on your goals. Where do those two things clash in your life? We're gifted with this opportunity right now to look honestly at our expectations in love, our personal desires, our habits, behaviors. What is keeping you from truly expressing yourself? Okay, and instead of pushing away that tension, we are invited in to understand what truly matters to us. So are we being too compromising in a relationship? Or maybe we're being too rigid in our goals? Okay, there's this inner conflict. And it's not there to frustrate us. It's to guide us into finding a new harmony between passion and peace, independence and intimacy. So embrace this kind of energy. Do some soul searching. Have some conversations. Okay? Bring in the clarity that can lead to breakthroughs. Okay, let's go to the cards. Okay, underlying energy is, look at this, we have the Magician. So if we want it, if we, this is a time to manifest things in our life, to give it up to God, our maker, our angels, our guides, the universe, of what we want to come into our world, of what we want to embrace, of what we want to make tangible and real. So Tom and Lisa want a successful relationship. Okay, we will get the clues. We will get maybe the environment in which to bring in that clarity, that understanding. Maybe we'll get a aha moment, a thought. But this could be our passions and our dreams right now too. Let's not forget about the big picture here, our passions and our dreams. That's what we're going after. That can create so much tension because we're always stepping into an unknown space when we are growing, right? We've never been there before. That's why we call it growing. And so, yeah, okay. So anyways, I'm going to go on too long with that and I won't. So we have the Magician here, and the Magician has one hand to the sky, one hand to the ground, throwing up our intentions, our wants, our needs, our passions, our desires, and bringing them in and making them tangible. I just need a little sip here. Okay, first card, Two of Swords. Two of Swords. There are decisions to be made on a day like today. It takes courage. It takes passion. That's why we are dressed in that red. Now, don't forget, it's a royal red, so it's about being the diplomatic. It's about being honest and true with yourself. It's about asking yourself the hard questions and then telling the truth, even to yourself. We fib to ourselves all the time. It's a lot easier than facing the truth sometimes. So we tell ourselves it's a way it's not. So we feel better about the situation. We actually believe it too. It's unbelievable how the human mind works. But this is about looking within. We're not going to find the answers out there in the world. We're going to find them within us. We already have the sage wisdom, the knowledge. We've already been through the lessons. We've already gained the clarity and understanding. Sometimes we need to go within and remind ourselves of what is needed to be done. What words need to be said, what actions need to happen, transpire. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is, it's such a hard energy, this card. I know it's all about new beginnings, right? Because it is a 10, right? A 10 is about going forward, entering new energy. And then 1 plus 0 is a 1, and that is our independence, our strength, our wanting to do it, being the pioneer, being the trailblazer. But the commitments and the obligations and the responsibilities and the controls that we take on day in, day out, there's some that we have to do, we must do, right? But there's others that are weighing us down, they're burdening us, and they shouldn't be ours to burden, to bear. So it's time to just stop and look, okay? If we look at this card, okay, the wands in particular, there are some, wands there, and it's got some growth to it. I mean, if we keep going on that, it'll be a tree one day, like it'll be a forest perhaps. But then there's that deadwood sticking in there. And we've got to remove that deadwood. It's making the walk such a struggle. And it doesn't need to be that kind of struggle. Or that much of a struggle, I should say. Okay, and then we have the 3 of Cups. Really goes with the 5 energy that we have today. This is about dancing and laughter and joy and giggles. Good news could come in on a day like today. Definitely something worth celebrating today. And if you can't find anything to celebrate you. Okay, who you are, what you deserve, your desires, your dreams, your passions, your talents, your abilities, the unique self. Celebrate you. You know, if I were Lisa, I wouldn't even, you know, I would tell Tom, even if I didn't feel like that, that I wanted a little bit of quiet time, because that would give me that time each and every day to just do something nice for me. I could take that bubble bath, read that book, listen to that music, take a nap, work out if you want, paint, draw, write. We have expansion, the 12 energy. 1 plus 2 is a 3. The 12 is about, well, being in the moment. The 12 is about looking at our obligations and responsibilities, what we have control over, and see if they are necessary in our life, or if we have just way too much on our plate to have any time or energy or resources for ourselves, our dreams, our desires. 1 plus 2 is a 3. It is about communication. It is about curiosity. It is about seeing a bigger picture, transforming. You are continually moving, evolving, and going through cycles in your life. Attune and align yourself with the rhythms of nature around you. This is an exciting time with new beginnings, growth, and changes. There are many settings that will provide an inner development and expansion. Pay attention to everything that is going on around you and the effect it is having on you. Consider environmental issues or use this as an opportunity for new studies. It is a good idea to recognize the need for extra rest and personal care while integrating new energies, so you are ready for the important messages and opportunities. Just as in nature, you too have seasons of growth and maturity. Yep, and maturity. Okay, so it's a good idea to recognize some needs and wants about ourselves. You know, don't just get frustrated. Think, why am I frustrated? What is the reason I'm so frustrated right now? Is it this? Is it that? You know, and it's how you react to the situation. Okay, so let's say you got up this morning and you spilled some coffee on the floor. Oh, you're mad at yourself, right? I'm so clumsy. You know, I can't believe I did that again. Now, where's the paper towels? I could never find the paper towels in this house. I cannot believe that the paper towels go missing this afternoon. Finally find it, clean it up. Now I'm running late. I get behind this guy who's going so slow. I go to pass him, and every time I go to pass him, he's speeding up. He's playing a game with me. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this guy. And now this jerk is trying to cut me off. I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. This is ridiculous. Oh, now I'm in town. I'm almost there, but oh my gosh, red light, red light. Oh yes, of course there's an accident. Now you walk into work and you're 20 minutes late. Now the boss is at you because this is the third time in the last 2 months you've been late, and you know, you're only allowed 3 strikes, and you know, why do I even keep you on the payroll is beyond, you know, and then, oh my gosh, then you get this email and it's about this internal audit that's going to be happening within the next hour, and you didn't know anything about it, and nothing's prepared, and so you have to stop what you're doing and do all that, and now you find it's like 3:30 and you haven't even started your actual day, and it's time to go home, and then you come home and you just blast the person you love. So before blasting them, why am I frustrated? And if we would have asked ourselves that first thing in the morning, you know, it's a little bit of spilt coffee, so it's going to take me a few minutes. Big deal. Because I really do believe that when we have that frustrated anger kind of energy, we are inviting that kind of energy to come into our lives, and more things happen to really put us on edge, to really get us frustrated, to really get us wound up. So this is a day where you ask yourself, why am I so frustrated right now? What can I do? What can I not do? Don't let little things eat at you. Rather, go in search of why you feel that frustration. Oh, my goodness. Well, the butterfly flew out, and says, spread your wings. Spread your wings and fly. Oh, yes. Let's talk about the monarch butterfly, shall we? Well, we'll talk about the butterfly. Any color will do. What's your favorite? Oops, I went right by the butterfly. Right by the butterfly. Here we are. Okay. Believe, joy, and transformation, confidence. You've got to jump off cliffs all the time and build your wings on the way down. Butterfly comes to you with a message that it's time for you to build your wings again and fly. Butterfly is aware that you've experienced a loss. It could be a death, divorce, loss of a job, or you could be just feeling lonely and depleted. Butterfly believes that you can once again find that joy and dance to the song within your soul. It may feel awkward at first, but with time, you will begin to feel more and more confident. Transformation doesn't happen overnight. It many times develops when a negative situation has occurred. You might have grounded yourself, afraid to fly, or a situation may have forced you to stop believing that you can fly altogether. Now is the time to trust and have that faith that this is the time for you to explore the world around you. It is time to love again. It is time to see the magic that is around you and within you. Butterfly also tells you that a hurt from your childhood is preventing you from spreading your wings and flying to the height that you need to be. So Butterfly is here today to remind you that, everything is a growing experience, right? We're in that cocoon, and all of a sudden we feel trapped, and so we try to move, and we move our wings, and every time we move our wings we feel that cocoon giving a little bit, but we're also pumping blood into those wings, making them stronger. So it's the action, it's the doing, it's keeping it in your focus, your attention. So ask yourself today, why am I being so frustrated here? Okay, and every time you get a little bit more clarity, a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more wisdom, that's like more blood going into those wings, giving you the confidence to soar to the highest levels. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.